This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Okay.
It's not a piece of good news to the United faithful.
Because we are there. No,
Rango. So checking the first half of the preseason, it was okay. Against Aston Villa after taking 2 goals or more better. Against Atletico Madrid, they lost it. Against Real Vallecano, it was a draw game. And yesterday, it was another defeat. So Franco achieved why it is good news to the United faithful. Say ni penny beguase de any sikani muase. Until you still have more days to go into the market and sign in quality materials. So what you post course and say you see to be ma on my team no. Now tie there or Penia, your friend Roy Keane, or you pivot. And when it comes to pivot in the Premier League, he was one of the standout. Or to be man friend Scott McTominay. Now who said all is not well within the United setup. But apart from the pivot, ask yourself, did United play with any sense of urgency? Did they press? Almost a game no more coach now because on pass sideways passing. On pass backwards. But a baby afraid bet the ball. A baby as Scott McTominay bet the ball no. One and they any of them. Now o make sure so bet transitive team no. Or the ball never go anymore. Or bet me move what drive with him in midfield. And in attack, who was the main man to cause problem to the back three of Air Brighton? The Brighton continued their expansive game. They continued their control. United ever in the second half, no so more ball with that sense of urgency, especially in the presence of Ronaldo. But it lasted for 15 minutes, and that was all after getting the goal. Into Graham Potter and Penny Fogus were born abaso, and for me, so me check here Jimo Penny a friend everything had year and what preseason now, and no man who just 1% of the work or year in the preseason. The passing drills, the way no move United team no more bow with that plan. The system that was lacking within the presence of Ralph Rangnick and then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the preseason games against Liverpool and other games now. But everything was missing. And one thing I am very clear. You can't rely on Fred and Scott McTominay. You can't rely on Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho alone. You need Ronaldo, a fully fit Ronaldo, to compete. And you know, United being your players up front. Me Rashford the Maka minimal kuntia still. Man United for no believe we also start to our team. Because he has been given several opportunities. But still same old story. And I Rashford Edema. And how will you start a game against a 3-back line? Defending with 5 with a force 9 in Christian Eriksen. It is also a back 3 now. No more free until the presence of Ronaldo. And even Ronaldo by a class, so most of the movement now born or move to Leandro Trossard and more any mask Calcido what you want to offer. Rashford near a few opportunities and you know he blew it over the bar. In the United team they need to reshape, they need to restart, and this kind of performance there top 6 ground, you know, while you on Bebre. And I agree they need to go into the market, fish out for such top quality materials. Because Rona, Frankie Dion or Peso Obono, and Odiama Fred is all mono. Fred is not that type of a player. He always flourished behind the holder. From Stepaninko to Casemiro or Fabinho in the national team, you don't expect Fred. So be a deep lying playmaker because onye obi a ball ni kura na neji eden. Easily he release balls and easily he gives you one-touch passes. And most of those passes are easy optional passes. Inti coach a friend Ten Hag, dinwa. So person otina na sum jono no otimi compete ye dia. On hampeni for no mon market. No mon cover players mra. Infinity omo hia mienu. Enimu omo hia mienu. And they need a technically brilliant playmaker. Now obetimi agibol ekura ama Manchester United abobi the likes of Bernardo Silva type. Obetimi a contain play in advanced zone. And yes, idea United will clearly struggle in this particular season. No be any say Liverpool for Asia full media and Kajeno and Kimuba bedaho no makako bogu. But Alexander Mitrovic and the presence of Andres Pereira, nature said the old guys are back to cause havoc to the Liverpoolians. And you know, I'll share a game in the first score. So actually Alexander Mitrovic and height, idea is so key and he doesn't joke with area balls at all. Nti hwe baby across ne ba hwe kwa of so pin ball no to for me blame Alisson kakra say at that level of goalkeeping now me expect something better from Alisson Becker, but you give it to the striker. Hwe baby a ball no look at his movement. That hwe baby a ball no the two Liverpool came back almost making sure so almost bell level and almost making sure so Darwin Núñez after rewarding Roberto Firmino the opportunity to start in place of Darwin Núñez after that goal share in the Community Shield. Near him say Firmino be cementing a position by scoring a goal. But Darwin Núñez came, score with that cracker, and Fulham for now until Anabiu. Almost a got na with Mo Salah getting that equalizer for them. I clear. In the commencement of the EPL, you need Salah. Say first game with the Mo Salah bet what at the amount, and you know that was what you expect from Liverpool. Say after Liverpool a team friend Fulham no matter no man there will be response, and that was the response. Penalty now Alexander Mitrovic you know it's a bit controversial, but so chef from the under angular Obun say Virgil van Dijk and I can so from the chair Obun say and I can, and clearly there was a contact in Tina referee it me whistle Fulham back to the league now we get to our first game against Liverpool with that draw. It really tells you say Fulham baba, and with Andres Pereira and then Alexander Mitrovic you know omo de bono eso enipa. And then Holland only need a statement. Now shows that the presence will be so key. Just last week, Najinua Obi at say Sreni Abasa social media. He became a laughing stock after Obubo bomb you know air supported him. Abrano Jina the goal area easy. So better put in now the ball not to air net. Against West Ham, now share West Ham the kind of opposition on the man Manchester City last season. No BN said that same opposition and a bit me akoso. But after Fabianski going out, West Ham for 90 me and my back view, and look at the insane movement of Erling Haaland for the first goal and Genoa, especially the second goal, sorry. And then look at the movement and how he took on the goalkeeper Afonso Areola in that particular penalty. Now the cool finisher Erling Haaland the ball on the two at them. It really tells you a predator has fully arrived in the Premier League. The movement his ability to maintain play up front on so Manchester City enya and number 9 in their fold, and teams should watch out for him. Into the derby in the Premier League, you know, 2 goals at home, and Manchester City. So show almost start here and I'll show more bench here. That's just a general few so teams in the bed break and so no match almost the West Ham at 2 almost level. David Moyes are standing be close to 100 and over million pounds. But when Timmy and Marche, my friend, Manchester City, you know his second goal.
Yep.
Lovely.
She pass.
And look at the position, and look at the accuracy. She said, "We see Chiad on the ball on the two at them." Erling Haaland has really arrived. Darwin knows that share. Erling Haaland has share. Mo Salah share. You know the Premier League is fully back. Goodison Park. Chelsea are called the last 4 games. Enko ye mfa momo into omo kwa akoruamu no ne ehwe de betimi akọ. Everton playing without Richarlison, Calvin Lewin up front. Now be any say you know at least Chelsea a big give them a good run for their money in as much as a history name back in recent times. Everton try so more lucky players there, but the kind of performance omo put to up no kire say last season baby omo kodru omo atoto nyema yie. And omo pese omo ye part of the Premier League next season as well. Without your key figures now this kind of performance, you know, say Everton Modebono in the preseason, the last 2 games against Dynamo Kiev and Blackpool, Frank James Lampard aye juma penalty ne by us Jorginho. You know what do you expect? Shebebi Odebono to ye na fekwa. Look at the angle. From a Georgian or the bonnet at 2 at them. Yes. Yes. But you know, almost consume a boy, almost said on one drew a Torebia, almost I said no. And in that crucial moment, not Chelsea, Hiano. Khalid Koulibaly in the first half was okay. In the second half was a bit sluggish because no qua. Bonnie be sinachia. Now recovering a suspect. But Thiago Silva again. You know, any age in an actual ball now and then crown a bona. Who say, "Bon, the level of maturity, intelligence, and in the position in one-on-one situations are who say the player is an elite, and against this particular side, Everton play with Anthony Gordon up front, Alex Iwobi Diokoro in midfield, with a back five. They really impressed. And time and pressure what Chelsea so no. Kokoyera came into the game and you know he stabilized everything. Who the range of passing, who the calmness, who the precision. No one will say he's a clearly La Masia graduate or he doesn't play under pressure. And technically he's expert or a very good. The Lali Muba so mobile be changing him, but you know, and your man Koyan farmer partner. Chelsea team breaking the deadlock no. But at the back Kwame who was Chelsea team who said they will need a striker. You know, after we the Neka have a same. Ball now, boy, because there was no pressure. However, in defense, so Raheem Sterling and Ejebo Kwedi Mukakra. They were in the second half. Almost me close to the spaces of Jorginho and N'Golo Kante. Who said there was so much pressure over the defense of Chelsea. So Chelsea will need a striker that will hold that play, draw his own people to the opponent half, so that be on me and goals. Can't have any more in the Premier League. If these other competitors are signing top quality forwards, Chelsea will also need a striker. This is not the time for Kai Havertz if you want to win the Premier League. Into Chelsea, not a good performance in my opinion. Everton were impressive throughout. But so be a Lions then. Now Timmy could not the 3 maximum points in the year. You know, when you bet it, Chelsea a supporter.
Okay, yeah, Tosu.
You know, I say me free Premier League in the
Yeah.
Now me kwa copy of France. And I was a name Messi combo in the Ligue 1. And this season, so we see that Franco Kane the last time. I say we share Messi getting to the latter part of the season now. We say Messi is gradually picking up. And then in a 3-4-3 up front with Pablo Sarabia, Neymar da Silva, and Lionel Messi. Now you only expect the combo from the two. Now Neymar with the first goal with 3 assists. Lionel Messi in the final minute crowning it with that Caesar kicker or the ball at them. And you look at that pass from Leandro Paredes to Lionel Messi. Now Obusa will say, a dear and happy age for Luis Ocampos special trial, no push Leandro Paredes out. The 2 players are fully arrived. You only need them to be fit. Now you know, so almost fitter. The almost bad yet defenders signal almost send it to Air Kessben foot in the League 1. Almost other defender and look at Messi Neymar combination here as well. Until a few way there, the Obia can say 2 players and stay fit in the Champions League in the French League 1. Near show how they will fare. Sergio Ramos and see a fit to be part of the 3-back of Marcos Marquinhos Correa and Presnel Kimpembe. Now show how these players will fare in the Champions League. The League 1 in your Juma Dimbe for them because I heard here on match Chelsea they don't have competitors. They are just like Bayern Munich. It is difficult for the local team to compete with them based on the amount of money almost spending and the quality materials available. Until you share the almost so a bit me. Barcelona with a game in the Juan Gamper Trophy against Pumas. So share the almost than a Lavesa. Man a proper farewell after the game and say no no cost no naba and you know and no more yen TVC. One Laporta, Sergio Busquets, almost the number of games are Otimisia can Edema Barcelona. But once I clear in the preseason and in the last few games. Robert Lewandowski, you know, we hear so best actually go nibu. Angela no jina or the born 2 at them. The kind of striker only the Barcelona attacking there. And Rafinha, Dembele combination again. One on the left, one on the right. Trese and on Javi Hernandez. Ebebomo, the front 3 of Baby and Ranty enemy and sa. When you Baku, Binkuna Baku, Nifa, no mummy no rotate because so I have preseason now. Oma combined severally as you go to be for Barcelona. And then right again was an evident with that assist from Rafinha to Dembele. No, Chelsea. This season, the defenders in the La Liga should watch out for those 2 players, those 2 wide players, and Robert Lewandowski. Striker Papa there, you know, look at the timing, look at the composure, and look at the placement as well. We have Rafinha to Dembele, and you know what you expect from again. Barcelona, the Obenya from Barcelona. We are only hoping Sen Concoya United DNB preseason fair by the Agronish Cheswa. But as it stands now, I think it's only Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid competed for the La Liga. But in the Premier League, the story is clearly different. You have top 6 competing for one spot. And you know, that makes it so difficult. So we hear you say Mourinho. You know, it looks as if for the first time in many years, Mourinho bear some boot in beer. And yes, so much attacking. and so a game of ball against Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk himself ball against Mourinho side. I am Pimpi, you know. He played with so much cautious in defense and in midfield, but he unleashed Lorenzo Pellegrini, Paulo Dybala, Tammy Abraham, and then Nicolas Zaniolo. That is very unfamiliar with Jose Mourinho. So set it up in team. Unten we saw he team with so much attacking players. Ebi abehun baako na odi mienu atoto ntenten a omo ha said the bear ball ni siwachi a omo betimi aye ntentem so no makwakofa ama ne metimi akoye. But enwa game of ball against Shakhtar Donetsk in January. Uja mrante ni nyina agu anim ho, and so unya game ni bi hwe ya. Jose are in for games this particular time. Inter ejina baby, AC Milan ejina baby, Napoli for no getting closer. Do a person on back. But one team I was see watch out for them, and you expect something better from them this particular season with AS Roma. The kind of signings on my and the quality materials on the account team in the honor. You know, I was say teams to watch out for them, and we expect a lot from Jose Mourinho. Watch there. Why? Teams will be bad so more pen, especially then Newcastle United for pen a deep project in anymore or this idea is on that is Paulo Dybala for you. Also the quality on the field of play. You know, just say H team no, and I think so almost the end conquer say by their ground shishaswa and who you be who did you say that we all know the Roma with that quality. Our mark off from 2001. I feel no much materials here. I'm about competing for the Syrian. You better so move me as I compete biwa.
Okay. How can he find?
Come about Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Wow. Young guy.
You know, Liverpool and share, United and share, Arsenal and share, Chelsea and share, Manchester City and share. But one teamer, Laka, said this season there, say oh watch out for a teamer. No watch Antonio Conte team me. And against Southampton, it was a resounding victory. Richarlison and Moby. But still, who say Obi missing within their ranks. Harry Kane, any day to say the Obinyana, and after conceding the first goal, now we share Juma Omo front on Obebo. The two key men, Omo play Omo out of the game. Omo nya chances to boss any there. But you know, say Tottenham Hotspur ebo. Ne ni mo ye di di ama Harry Kane, any song you mean there, and ka at least ka obe hope sen ko Omo be bre, ansa no matimi awini. Ka obe wo so Omo be bre. And some no team at the 3 maximum points, especially after Oba conceded first goal. But you know, look at the comeback. 4 goals from different players. Yep. And only team up near friend Antonio Conte Eshe. And to say, oh, pick your players and now pick your top 4 now. No show me because it is an all-round team with huge of expansive squad and a lot of quality within the ranks. Into Conte in for the league. And who expected say Harry Kane son you mean going forward will start scoring goals. So almost started almost goals in there. And you say that Tottenham was a team they beat me. Southampton played very, very well last season. But you know, Abraham Tiafen Mohamed Salisu.
Too bad.
Just unfortunate.
Too bad.
Say Otimi Echen home. It was just unfortunate. You don't expect this. I think Senko you soon the right foot in the moment. That would have been better. Newcastle for no baby almost jija hopefully and I no more to and also against Nottingham Forest. Just Lingard LED team no. Asia Newcastle United, but Chris Wood and his charges as usual. I think say Eddie Howe one coach I was in England for 20 years. Say Graham Potter almost tagging as an exceptional coach within the ranks. Gradually, I also feel say Eddie Howe is working very, very well. And Newcastle United, they almost saw many big names in the transfer market, but you know, almost what keep almost shape, no, almost quality no maintaining. And Bruno Guimaraes was given a standard ovation at Air Stadium after winning by 2-0. Jolly team St. Mazim and all those guys live up to 8 billion and baby Omuja of Regional and one on Betuaso.
Yes, it's a bit na Necharo. First games, a no one answer young queen in Kakra. Said the top 4 near the Asasi Yama, top 4.
Do not top 4 no. Chelsea winning.
Yeah.
Tottenham winning. Liverpool draw. Manchester City winning. So out of my top 4 me and Sana winning.
Okay.
It's early days yet. So because the team be in one as the team being in home. This is just a first game. You have about 37 games to play for. League and also watch EP on the year, baby and Pimpi ya cano. And see initiative care for no December to January. A honey tell who win an a bar. But as it stands now, Manchester City for no home game Libya. Playing against West Ham now, sir. say another difficult venue at the London Park. The last time you drew by 2-2, this time you 2 goals to nil. That implies you perform above the performance of the man last season. Manchester City, almost the baby, almost you, almost in the Premier League, you can count on them. She players almost the bench, now she players almost the win here. And no Saka be beat. I said the likes of Bernardo Silva and Riyad Mahrez, Emerick Laporte, John Stones are not back, but they could beat these sides with a set of quality at least. Key figures now about me and sign are available. The Manchester City deba. Liverpool, you expect them to score goals against Fulham because Fulham there. Manchester or mobile league and channel Mosako and a new team Omaba. So when you have an attacking spree of Darwin Nunes, Roberto Firmino, Mo Salah, and then Luis Diaz, who expect to bet test the defense of Fulham. And to test the defense of Fulham because you only tip Fulham to be whipping boys. Until you contest one that's one to me and trouble. Okay. Tottenham was a resounding one indeed. After I go down, no papa Kabesha for without the 2 key players normally and Timmy and HOBB said they are in for the league. Chelsea visiting a venue on winning game in the last 4 years. Now coach Abeka so prepared. The players are not committed. Certain players want to leave. Marcos Alonso Akaso Oko, Timo Werner and Sonia part of the team. Now Mobeko, it was a scrappy victory for Chelsea. But breaking the chains and getting the 3 maximum points, just the big boys, it's early days yet. Right. But how these teams are fully poised and ready for the battle. United, the I can't repeat. They only need to go into the market, fishing for certain material to fill in the gap within the team. The coach should push certain players to live up to expectation, and I think they are good to go.